YouTube, we're back with another video, man. As you guys saying, y'all can see, man, today's video is a special requested video that a lot of you guys wanted to see. And today, like, you know what I'm saying, you guys see the title and thumbnail, y'all know what we're doing today, man. You got the best build by position in Playground Basketball right now, man. So without that, you know what I'm saying, with that being said, bro, let's get right into it, man. But before we do, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, because it turns out that about 90% of y'all are not subscribed, gang. So hit that sub button, we got to fight about it, man. I ain't gonna lie. But let's get into today's video though. Let's do it. Alright, so getting right into it, starting off with the point guard position, man. Look, now this is going to be every single build, the best build by each position. So there's a lot of builds for every position, but I really wanted to pick the best for each one. So starting with the point guard, the height, you want to go 6 foot. The weight, you want to go low as possible at 150 pounds. And then true playmakers. So you want to make sure that you have primaries playmaking and secondary will stay true. So you have pretty much double playmaking. You get 111 playmaking matches build. It's a 99 ball handle with a 97 speed. It is literally broken. Now for the takeovers, y'all want to go ahead and pick for me personally, I put with precision shooter as the first one, and then for the second one, I went with ankle assassin. Now, not a lot of good playmaking builds on this game, or not playmaking builds, but not a lot of good point guard builds. A lot of the best guard builds are really at shooting guard instead of point guard, but because I'm doing for each position, this is the best one I could come up with, and we got the true playmaker for point guard. So going into shooting guard, man, let's get into it. Now for the shooting guard, of course I had to be a little biased here, and I picked my build because this build right here, in my opinion, I still feel like it's the best shooting guard build in the game, no cap. So you want to go shooting guard, 6'1", and you want to put the weight at 165, which I believe is the lowest. For the playstyle, you want to pick the primary playstyle as shot creating, and you want to pick the secondary as shooting. You have an 87 3 ball, 92 mid range, 82 ball handle, and 88 speedness and 86 acceleration. And really, the defense is great on this build. I have a lot of fun in this. I mean, if you ever seen any of my videos on this channel, man, you already know, man, this build goes crazy. But look, so for the badges, not badges, but the takeovers, when I first made this build, I went with the Fade Phenomenon build, or Fade Phenom, as my primary takeover. But making it again, I would say honestly, shot creating takeover is not bad or anything, but I feel like honestly, shooting is better. So I go precision shooter, and then for secondary, I would of course choose ankle assassin, because you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get ankle breakers and clips and whatnot, and I recommend this for anyone who's making this build. So definitely want to go precision shooter at first, and then secondary ankle assassin. And y'all see it, man, shooting, shot creator, by far my favorite build I've made, and still in my opinion the best shooting guard build in the game. But on to the next one, the small forward build, which is really nice. Now for the small forward build, y'all boys, this is where it gets interesting, because on this build right here, I'm not gonna lie, I really do like this build a lot, bro. This one right here is actually kind of crazy. When I look at the small forward build compared to the shooting guard, I'm like, dang, like I might have to actually make a video on this build alone, a separate video of course, and you know what I'm saying, try it out, because it's really broken. I've seen a lot of people with this build, and that's why I had to put it at number 1 for small forward. But look, so you want to go shooting guard, not shooting guard, you want to go small forward, 6'7" for the height, and you want to put your weight at 175, which is once again going to be the lowest weight. Lowest weight seems to be the best for every build. For the play style, you want to put your primary as slashing and your secondary as defense. This right here is literally broken. You can see right here you have a 99. Now let me go ahead and go back real quick. You have a 99 driving dunk. If you understand how broken a 99 driving dunk is in this game, you'll understand. And as well as that, you also have 98 finishing badges, which means you get Hall of Fame badges, bro. It's going to be broken. You can still shoot the ball a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The mid-range is really the game. If you go to 3-point line, I ain't gonna lie, it's GG's game. But you can also see the defense, because you have defensive as your secondary. You have a 92 perimeter, 7 interior, the blocks there, speeds there. There are literally no issues on this build. Now for the takeovers, the primary one you want to make sure you have is definitely going to be Gravity Denier. It's the best slash takeover in this game. I've heard of Lane Splitter, but honestly, when it comes to finishing badges or finishing takeovers, Gravity Denier takes the win, bro. And then for secondary, you could choose not ankle assassin. You could choose perimeter guardian. There's also Wall of Steel and pickpocket, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but best defensive takeover round pick is perimeter guardian, because it's really good for just overall defense. And I'm pretty sure Wall of Steel is a screen setting badge, and then of course pickpocket for steals, but honestly, not really worth it. So I would go perimeter guardian on this one. And that is my small forward build. It's called a defensive slasher. I will be making a build, or not build, but a video on this build very soon. So be on the lookout for that. But on to the power forward, y'all. All right, now power forward is when it gets interesting, because these builds were, for every single build that I make this build, by the way, they're all kind of ISO builds in a way. They're all kind of like a guard build, but at different heights and positions. So for my power forward, I went 6'8", and I put the weight once again at the lowest, being 190 pounds. And basically, I just made like an ISO stretch kind of big man build at power forward. And I did the same thing with center, so you're gonna see a little bit later. But this right here is, in my opinion, once again, the best power forward build you can get. So you want to go power forward once again. You want to go 6'8", 190. And then when it comes into the play style, you want to pick stretch as your primary and playmaking as your secondary. Because you do this, bro, you're able to get an 83 ball and you get great stats. Like, there's literally zero issue with this build. You also have decent speed as well. You know what I'm saying? For a 6-foot build or 6'8" build, bro, it's definitely gonna help you guys a lot. And then, of course, for the takeovers, you get to pick from all of it. You get every single takeover besides playmaking. So you can get finishing takeover, you can get a shooting takeover, you can get a lockdown takeover, but you cannot get a playmaking takeover, which is okay because I understand it, because you know what I'm saying, you are power forward. But so for the takeovers, I would pick, of course, primary. We're gonna have to put precision shooter, that way you can shoot better. You know what I'm saying? You already have an 83 ball, but you're gonna have damn near, it's gonna feel like a 99 when you have takeover. So it's really gonna be broken, especially when you're 6'8". So that alone, just being that height and being taller than most people in this game, you're gonna be able to shoot over them easier, and the defense is gonna be a little hard for them to contest you. But yeah, so that one. And then for secondary, you can either pick between gravity denier and dunk the ball if you really want to, or you can run lock take, which is going to be this one right here, the eraser, which is pretty much like an interior takeover, which I would recommend because a lot of people like to rim run, and if you got that on, they ain't gonna be doing nothing on you, man. So I'll do a prison shooter and then eraser. This build's called a playmaking stretch. It's pretty much an ISO stretch. It's broken and I really like it, and I'm gonna make a video on that as well. So a lot of these videos, man, are gonna be coming, man, on this build. So yeah. And then on to the final one of today's video, man, the center. All right, with this center build, y'all, it's gonna be very similar to my power forward build, except I made at center, but there's gonna be a little bit of a difference here, because you're gonna see right here, if you were to go to the lowest weight on this build for centers, I believe is 240 pounds. But I didn't want to do that because there is an advantage to having that interior defense. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. So what I did for this build is I went center, 7 foot, and I put my height to my weight to 275, because it gives you a +1 to your interior defense, which you'll see in a minute why I did that. But look, center, 7 foot, 275. All right, same exact play style. You want to pick primary stretch, secondary playmaking. You still have an 81 3 ball as a 7 foot build. Your speed's there, your ball handle's there. There's really no issues here. I would say the only thing that could be problematic, which it really isn't, is you're having 73 speed, but really that's not bad for center. So yeah, and then, like I said, because that interior defense, you can see right here we have a +1, you have a 7-1 interior defense. Now here's where it gets good, bro, because you can literally run precision shooter and eraser. You can run the same exact takeovers on a center build. The only thing is you don't get the finishing badge now, so maybe if you wanted the finishing takeover, you would have to go power forward. But same exact build, literally no difference, and at center point, and you can do everything the same. Now this is really like an ISO center build. It's like a 7 foot ISO build. So if you want to go on the ones court and just shoot over people, this is the one right here, bro. Especially when you get takeover. Once again, if you look right here, I'm gonna show you guys once again. Your 3 ball right now is a 78, but when you have takeover, it's not gonna be no 78, gang. It's gonna feel like a 90 plus. So you're gonna be able to do literally everything. And mind you, you're 7 foot. You're literally gonna be like a Jokic hybrid, bro. It's gonna be crazy, bro. Y'all can see it though. The playmaking stretch, man, man, it goes crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hope you guys did enjoy this video, man. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions for the channel, let me know below in the comment section. As always, stay blessed, stay hydrated, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Grind to 100K subs, man. But with that being said, it's been your guy Saint Winoa, man, and I'm out, yo. Peace.